Hello everybody, it's the Cursing Seamstress. I am on my stairwell for reasons unknown. I used to film on the stairwell at the house I used to live at that my daughter now owns. And so it looks like I'm back to doing that. I was actually too lazy to carry up the camera that's on the tripod upstairs to the sewing room. I just wanted, this is the Saturday edition of Friday Sews, because I didn't film yesterday. Dixie is behind me. I don't know what she's doing back there. But I, of course, am sewing, and the latest things that I've been sewing are some more of the covers for the patio chairs. The fabric is from Walmart, and the last I finished up this morning one. It's a seat cushion cover, and the cushion was wet because we got some of the, actually we're still getting a little bit of the remnants of Hurricane Ian. We just had a wonderful rain yesterday all day, a little bit of wind, but not horrible. It was just nice to have a day full of rain because we have been in a drought this summer in northeastern North Carolina, so it was just great to have a good steady rain. Actually, the sun is out right now, but I think more rain is predicted for tomorrow for some reason, and it is associated with the storm. Why it's taking a break right now, I do not know. So I've been sewing the outdoor cushion covers out of it's not the Sunbrella fabric, but it's the cheap version of it at Walmart, and I'm not sure if it's probably water repellent to a certain degree, but it's really inexpensive. I think it's $6 or $7 a yard. So I have one more cushion cover, and then optionally I'm going to make some back cushions too. We'll see what happens with that. Then the other thing was my sister-in-law, who lives in Victoria, Texas, wanted to know if I would make some things that she could send to others for little Christmas gifts. So I did that. I made a whole bunch of eyeglass covers, and they came out really well. I've shown them. I made them a long time ago. I put embroidery on them, and sometimes ribbon and different things. So and I also made the hair ties here, sort of like a headband. They have a stretch piece in the back, and then they come up. They're made of woven fabric, and then they tie here. They're real cute. So I threw in about 4 of those too, and she sent me a text and said that that was just what she was looking for, so that's good. So that took up a lot of time. As far as sewing for myself, I made a Pattern Emporium dress, and I can't remember the name of it, so I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. I've had mixed results with Pattern Emporium. This one it's either a maxi or a midi, and it has gathering at the top of the skirt, an empire waist, and then it was a simple make. I don't like gathering. I tried the gathering that you do with elastic. You measure the bodice and then you cut elastic to that same length, and mine turned out where it was longer, and I should have cut my elastic a little bit shorter, but it worked out. It's not the best looking dress on me, and I have not worn it to work yet. I started to wear it the other day because our temperatures have gotten lower. It's gotten into the 50s here at night. And I think today is just going to be in the low 70s, so it's really beautiful weather, temperature-wise anyway. So, but anyway, I'll show you that dress another time. Yeah, I didn't wear it. I didn't feel that comfortable for some reason. I looked in the mirror. I tried it on a couple of times. I thought, you know, there's just something not quite right about it. I didn't make any errors in sewing it or anything, but it's a heavy knit. But so it's good for cool weather. But anyway, I will show that to you later on. Right now, I am making a Love Notions pattern. I have quite a bit of fabric. I've got some beautiful rayon woven fabric that I got from Amazon. I'm absolutely in love with it. And I'll share that later too. But right now, this is the Tessa Sheath dress, and it calls for some of the knits, ponte knits, stable knits, and I had this fabric. I don't even know where I got it. I ordered it online, I'm sure, and it's like a stretch faux suede. So I think it fits the definition of being stable because it's not horribly stretchy. This is it. This is the right side. This is the side that has the nap to it, and that's the horizontal stretch that it has. So not a lot, and it doesn't fray. This is the other side. This is a polyester right here, so it doesn't fray, which is nice. I'll probably serge the seams once I know that it's going to fit me. But it has, as usual, Love Notions has all kinds of options for a single pattern, and this has either sleeveless, short sleeves, 3/4 sleeves, or long sleeves. And I almost always do the 3/4 sleeves. I wear that even in the wintertime because, you know, the sleeves don't drag into my the water doesn't get onto my sleeve when I wash my hands, and doesn't drag and all that stuff. So I am cutting the 3/4 sleeves. I haven't cut it all out yet. Some of the other variations are, it can be either knee length or a midi length, and I chose the midi length. The neckline can be either is it bateau? I think it means a boat neck, where it's, you know, it comes up like this. I do like that, but on the pattern, it looked like it might be a little too high, and I don't like a high neck. So I chose the scoop neck. And and it also, if you wanted to, you could have a yoke in the back. I chose not to do that. Usually the first time I make something, I've said this before, I don't do any extra stuff on it because I want to make sure it works. And then if I know it works and it fits great, then the next time I make it, I'll do extra things, embellishments or whatever. So I'll just show you this piece. This is the only piece I've cut out and sewn. The back piece is 2 pieces, and you sew it together in the middle. So that's what I've done here. And I think the fit's going to be good. It's just a nice fabric, and it looks like it's going to be nice to wear in the winter. So I'll take you all the way to the bottom here. That's what it looks like. And this is the wrong side here. It was hard. I've had this happen with knits quite a bit, but you know, when you sew with some knits, they're so, the stretch is so tight in it that it's hard to get a pin in. And I did pin it, and but I pinned pretty sparsely because they were hard to get in. They would end up shifting things, the bottom layer from the top. So I have heavy objects, and I just laid those along the sides, and then use that also to make sure that that I could cut it pretty accurately. And I'll show you what I mean. The kind of zigzaggy cuts that I got here, it doesn't pose a problem. Here's the hem. It doesn't pose a problem when I'm sewing because I keep my seam straight, and you know, I just ignore that rough edge. So I'm excited. This is just so soft and really nice. It doesn't have that polyester smell, which I don't like. I've had that on some fabrics I've gotten. And I got just a boatload of this fabric for some reason. I probably have 5 yards or so. I cut the whole full bust thing, or full bust adjustment. There is only 2 inches between my high bust and my full bust, so there was no need. I think there was an option to cut a full bust. I don't need to do that. I think that's if there's a 4-inch difference or something. So I don't even remember if there are darts on this pattern. I don't know. But I think it'll be nice. I think it'll be easy to wear, and a nice fall and winter option for going to work. So I think that's all. If you look behind me, you'll see a little bit of Dixie lying there because she has to be where I am. But I painted the, what do you call the white part on stairs? Is it the riser? I'm not sure. But I painted that because the guys who did the steps never actually finished them. I don't know why, and I just didn't have them come back. But so I finished painting the white part, and it came out really good. But whenever I do things, in the process of making one thing better, I make 2 things worse. So what I made worse was that I was bringing something from upstairs downstairs. It was a piece of wallboard. I think that's what it's called. Drywall, maybe. There was a piece that I needed to throw away, and in the process of bringing it down the steps, I chipped off the top part here, this gray part that I spent hours painting, actually staining in a gray color. So almost on every step where I passed down with that wallboard stuff, it chipped out a piece of the gray stain. And it's really not easy to go over a stain and make it look good. So it doesn't look that great. So I did try to finish it. I may mess with it a little bit more, but it's probably better if I just leave it alone. And the reason I'm doing that is I plan to sell this house, and I am building another house. It's built except for, well, it is built. The frame is done, and I'm waiting for windows and doors, and it has a roof on it. And so once the windows and doors are on, the rest of the siding can be put on. The plumbing could be done now pretty much. And so I have a pile of stuff that I've been buying for the house right here in my little foyer when you first walk in the door. It's just piling up, and I can't do anything with it because it wouldn't be secure at the house. So hopefully things are going to move along on that. The very next thing that I am working on is finding somebody to do the septic tank, and that's not that easy. I have had prices from I think $1,100 up to $17,500. That's really a wide range. So anyway, so that's the next thing. And so I know nothing about septic tanks. I've had to learn a lot, and still am learning. But that's the next thing to happen. And so that's been something I've been working on every single day, is trying to make phone calls and get people to return my calls and send them the permit for the septic tank, and have them look at it and price it for me. So I've been busy. Work has been busy. I have a new director, a new supervisor, and she's very good. She's a lot younger than I am. I think she's 30. My prior supervisor was wonderful too. She was in her 50s, and I really hated to see her go, but the new person is very competent and easy to get along with. So work is going well. That's it. I thank you for watching, and I will keep you posted. I'll show you the Pattern Emporium dress, and I should be done with this dress probably mostly done tomorrow morning, at least enough to try it on, and I will let you know how this pattern works out. So thank you very much. I hope everybody is well and safe, and all my family and friends in Florida, I already know they're okay, but those other people in Florida who are struggling, I just hope things work out. It looks like the governor has things in order, and FEMA's there, and I just hope that everybody does okay and is able to rebuild. So I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.